Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. For today's video, we're going to take a deep dive into the new agent Fade and basically her backstory and basically how she's come a part of the team. Honestly, I'm so excited to show you all what I have found, what I figured out, and after a better understanding of Fade's character and abilities, you might find to love her as much as I do. So let's get on to the video. Alright, so here we are starting off in the main menu. We're just going to head on over to play and then practice, as we want to go into the open range so we can freely explore and see all that there is to offer. Alright, so we're just gonna head on over and pick Fade. Alright, so here we are with Fade. I'm so excited, so stoked. So we're just gonna head straight over to the shooting range. We're gonna explore in a little bit. So let's go ahead and practice. Now, before we start, we need a better sense of the abilities. So the first ability is called Prowler, and it says equip a Prowler, fire to send the Prowler forward, hold fire to steer the Prowler towards your crosshair. The Prowler will chase down the first enemy or to a trail it sees and near sight the enemy on impact. Next is Seize, and it says equip a knot of raw fear, fire to throw. The knot drops down after a set time. Reuse to drop the knot early. The knot ruptures on impact, holding nearby enemies in place. Held enemies are deafened and decayed. Oh, and last but not least, we have Haunt. So equip a haunting watcher, fire to throw. The watcher drops down after a set time. Reuse to drop the watcher early. The watcher lashes out on impact, revealing enemies in its line of sight and creating terror trails to them. Enemies can destroy the watcher. Now you want to keep the trail key term in mind because it's going to come in handy. So we're just going to start off with the Prowlers. You press C and you basically just let it go and it blinds them. And it's similar with a lot of abilities, but this one is particularly similar to Skylar's, as you're able to actually guide it and then it goes on and basically targets an enemy, whoever it sees. And although it can be difficult trying to, as you can see, it can be difficult to kind of guide it or direct it towards a specific direction, because it does take time. It took me time to understand Skylar's, but because it can follow trails, it'll make it easy, and you'll see why. So this one is Seize. It basically just seizes them in place. It holds them. It basically just it holds them. And when you click it 2 times, it basically drops wherever you click it the second time. So you can throw it and it lands wherever, or you can throw it like so and then pick where it lands. And that's basically the gimmick of this one. Yeah. Alright, and last but not least, we have is Watcher or Haunt. You throw it and just seize wherever it lands, it lands. And it basically just lets you know where the enemies are. Or you can throw it, and with Seize, just like Seize, you can just direct exactly where it should stop. And it's honestly very powerful, because I can throw it like that, it sees them, and it lets me know even through the walls where I can detect the enemies. And it's just so helpful. Now, if I were to throw it and then put that spot, you can just see through the walls exactly where the enemies are. But did you know that you can combine abilities? What? You can combine abilities. So because Haunt does leave trails, as you can see, Prowler follows trails and directs you to enemies and blinds them as well. And it's what? Now we're getting into the ult. Now the ult is similar to Breach's let's go, because it trembles the ground and kind of phases the enemy. Well, this is kind of different but similar. It leaves trails, and then you can use the trails to either guide yourself to the enemies or use the Prowler to blind them as well. And it's a combination of abilities to make yourself even more powerful. It's honestly really terrifying having to verse her. Honestly, it's terrifying to verse all of these guys the first time, but once you get the hang of it, you can tell she has a lot. She can do so much, and I absolutely love this. Yo, she's so powerful. If you have her on your team, whew, you're going down. You are going down. So yeah, now we're going to get into the lore, the story part. Let me close them because they're going to be disturbing the peace. Basically, I do highly suggest that you watch the last updates like storyline of when they were like going undercover, like going Mission Impossible within like a place, abandoned warehouse or something. And this is basically the part after they have captured Fade, who was one of the people that they were able to capture at the last update. If you want me to release like that whole voice line, like the whole like conversation, let me know, because it's honestly such a cool one. It is so cool because it was so intense. There was like shooting in the back. Sova was there, Keo was there, Brimstone was there. Like, it was just so it was so dramatic. It was so action packed. I'm really surprised this is what Valorant has like underneath like the whole gameplay. So if you want me to release that, let me know. I will provide a link in the bottom so you can watch that before watching this part. And yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, let's get into what this part is. So this is basically when they're going to be, I guess, interrogating Fade and see what she's all about.
The more you talk now, the better I can guarantee your safety.
This is something they say before putting a bullet between my eyes.
No bloodshed here. I just want information.
You just want revenge for how badly I embarrassed you.
Only a little. So, what do you know about the Valorant protocol?
More than you'd like.
Indulge me.
I know your operating guidelines. I know the location of your headquarters. I know your typical weapon loadouts, your R&D budget, the last 6 months of your mission archives, and the leave requests for every agent that bothers to file them. Should I go on?
I'm impressed.
Because I'm impressive.
How did you do it?
I have ways.
Such as?
Not every secret hunter needs a camera.
Your Radiance power, of which I am now quite familiar.
Sorry.
Your first communication to us, you mentioned someone was taken from you.
I did.
Care to explain?
Why should I? You know what you did.
I do not. We are not in the business of kidnapping.
How convenient.
It's the truth. Whatever that means to you.
If you didn't take him, who did?
Let me tell you something, my friend. And listen to me well. There are other worlds than this. And now, we are getting somewhere.
Oh my gosh, we're getting somewhere. I just got goosebumps. Okay, this is getting exciting. Honestly, I feel like she is like a Sombra. She's like she's like Sombra from Overwatch. Like, she gives me those same vibes with like saying like, oh, I can get all this blackmail on you, so you better be careful not to like mess with me. Don't make me bad. Like, she's just so powerful. There she is, up on the board. I believe they changed, like, I need to keep up with that. Like, I need to see if they change it. Now, we're going to be heading over to a secret place. So, we're actually going to head over downstairs. As you can see, it says BS1 office. That most definitely stands for Brimstone's office, and that is where we're going. Now, we're going to go down here, and if you were an Overwatch fan since like the first time it came out, you'll remember this wasn't an open spot. This space was never open, but throughout the updates, they have opened it. And I recently came down here, especially like in the last update. I came down here, I came in, and at this part of the room, it was so scary because it kind of just went black. Like, again, I have to like upload the other part, like the last update's like whole like storyline, because this whole place went black. There was like ghost spirits everywhere and everything, and I was just so afraid. I thought it was like a horror game all of a sudden, but like honestly this part was like really cool. So we're just kind of like in Brimstone's office right now. We're going to listen in more on the story, what's happening, and yeah, let's play some funky tunes. So so this is Brimstone, like the whole firefighter thing. I love that. That's honestly iconic. Like, you can see right there, like that's Brimstone. I just love this so much. Like, it's got like pictures up on his walls and like, you know, maps and then you just see like his little computer, like office supplies, stuff everywhere. I guess because he's out on a mission right now, and we're just listening in to what's happening at the mission. So now we're just going to listen to a voicemail or a voice note.
Brimstone, I've completed my audio analysis of the interrogation. My conclusion is the same as yours. Our house guest is not the enemy. If anything, she is an ally with enormous potential. Her suspicion of Valorant is understandable given the state of our world. But if we can find a mutually beneficial agreement, I foresee great things for us all. I support her recruitment. Just keep her away from my servers.
So what do I call you now? Sir? Commander? Maybe not. The nightmare is not an easy thing to wield. Rarely has it led me amiss. And yet it has. That is regrettable. But it is behind us. I will help you scout this Omega Earth, as you call it. But there can be no secrets between us. I carry your banner as long as it brings me closer to him. With that said, if I even sense that you have strayed from your word, well, you will be lucky if you never see me again.
Dang, girl, you don't want to cross her. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna head over to the laptop and read the email. I love this. And I love like his little license plate that says like Brim 411. Like, yes, yes. All right, so the email. So it's subject line, you hired, in all capitals, her. So this is from Jet, and she says, Brimstone, with all due respect, are you crazy, in all capitals? This lady terrorizes us for weeks and then you offer her a job? Cyber said she didn't know about Omega. Okay, fine. But do you really expect us to trust her after, you know, the literal blackmail? I get that she's a stone cold hard but can we put recruiting to a vote next time? So I can already get the vibes like Jet doesn't like her. So you know when they do like the whole like little voice like prompts at the beginning of matches, she's gonna be like, I don't like you, I don't trust you. That's like my theory until I actually hear it. So we can get like she doesn't really trust her yet. And this part here, I'm still waiting to see what's gonna happen. This terrified me the first time. I thought someone was going to jump out of my face, but luckily nothing did. And this door is also still closed. So that means we'll have to wait for like future updates or just like, yeah, just like future updates, probably even new agents to see what's going to happen, if more things are going to unlock, because I'm guessing they would. Like, we've gotten this far underground that I didn't even know was possible, so there must be more to like the story that we don't see coming, and I'm so excited. So yeah, there's like so much to do, and I just never knew about it. So like the whole Brimstone's office thing, I don't even think that was there the first time. I don't think so. But yeah, like, do people even know about the small obstacle course here, like this whole obstacle course? I'm not gonna lie, I cheated my way by going Omen by teleporting, because sometimes it's hard to like get on the steps correctly, and I just don't like wasting my time on this. You get an achievement, but not really an achievement, but like that's something else. So yeah, I'm so excited to see what other things are going to unlock, what other things are we going to see, and let me know, like, what are your theories, if you even know about the whole story thing going on, especially here in the range. I'm like so stoked, and let me know, like, do you like Faye? Do you like the new agent? Do you feel like she's unique, or do you think she's just like a copy of like other abilities put into another character or into another agent? Or like, do you just think like there's no point to having Fade? Honestly, I'm just loving this. There's just so much going on with the story. This is like a Five Nights at Freddy's kind of situation. There's so much going on with the story, and I'm just so stoked to see what's going to happen next. And that's all there is for this video. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope this was entertainment. I hope this was entertaining enough for you, and I'm hoping to do more updates on what's going to happen. So yeah, with that, I'll end off this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.
Salam.